We are not just speaking into microphones.
Okay.
We are not just gomblers and fans that are pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody in the one per club meeting who is fed up with it.
Yeah.
We have somebody who is willing to take a stand and not just stand on his own 2 feet. He'll stand on the table to make a change to make sure that his team is not bamboozled ever again and anybody else's team isn't bamboozled again. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our hero for saving the official situation. Jim Irsay tweeted last night, urgent NFL Colts news. He's breaking his own news.
Hell yeah.
Football emoji. Okay, Rappaport, he said, football emoji. Number 5, QB Anthony Richardson's surgery today in L.A. was a success. It was a long procedure, and his shoulder injury has been repaired. No new surprises were found during the surgery. They just repaired what was expected. Anthony is doing well, and thanks, everyone, for the support. Parenthesis, there is presently no date for his return. Parenthesis.
Okay.
Okay, let's go breaking news.
Good
now,
to know.
I would say, Jim, if we're going to get into the breaking news world, probably should have been 2 different tweets
Yep.
because this bottom one, also rather massive news.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure everybody got to the bottom football emoji because they were so pumped for Anthony Richardson's surgery. Now, AR, we hope you're okay. He's out at Elatrosh, by the way.
Okay.
That's good.
Elatrosh
Really?
won doing the Achilles
Yep.
on Aaron and on JK. They have something in the water over there. People are healing quick. AR might be back by end of the season.
Could be.
Parenthesis, there is presently no date for his return. So we'll just make one up. This guy's back 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, we don't know. We have no idea.
Week 12.
Yeah, probably next season. Anyways, the next one is what we need to talk about down here. Football emoji. The NFL admits and understands that they did not make the correct calls at the end of Sunday's Colts-Browns game. I believe we need to institute instant replay for all calls, including penalties, in the last 2 minutes of all games. Hell yeah, Jim Irsay. Let's go, pal.
Thank you, Jim.
See, listen, final 2 minutes is when it matters, they say. So if we get this passed, which Jim is in the one per club meeting, Jim also longest tenured owner in the NFL. The way he found that out is at one of the last owners' meetings, they have a list of pictures from the owners' meetings where they all kind of gather. And Jim was walking down the hallway, and he saw himself in the recent one, and he kept walking down, all the way down, and then all of a sudden, he was the only one that was in the building that was in a photo, and he said, shit, I'm the most powerful guy.
Yeah.
I'm the most powerful guy here?
I'm the guy.
Okay, where are the microphones? Dan Snyder needs to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened.
Yeah.
That owners meeting is when he started being like, wait a minute, I've been here. Palace, is it? Jerry, you in this? No.
Nope.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft, you in this? No. Okay.
Pipe down.
Shut up.
It's my room.
You guys are coming to my office.
Yeah.
I've been here the longest. So whenever there's a little question mark on who needs to talk and needs to say, don't worry, boys. I will be the one saying it. And he just kind of take on that role.
Yeah.
He told us that on the show pretty much, like, hey, this is our league. We need to take this back. This is not the agents' league. This is not the GM's league. This is not Roger Goodell's league. This is the owner's league. And he's like, I've been the longest owner here. So him talking about this, I think has real traction. I know people think the way they think about Jim Irsay outside of Indianapolis. In Indianapolis, he is beloved. He's also getting a little bit more active on social media. He landed a helicopter the other day, hopped on his aquatic quad, and then he rode that thing into a lake, and he said, see you later, on his way out. He is certainly an electrifying human being.
Absolutely.
He sells out stadiums with playing music, with John Mellencamp and the boys. He's a rock star. He has a museum, literally just for fun, that he travels around. He is certainly a one-of-one human being, but he is also somebody who's not scared to speak up and make changes in the NFL. Him being on board with the review of the final 2 minutes is great news. And just like they're taking away the kickoff, it's like, what happens next? Like, if they take away the kickoff, what's next? Once they institute this in the final 2 minutes, it's like, wasn't the final 5 minutes
Yeah, it's good.
also important? And then it's kind of like, this is the slow roll the NFL has to take to make the change. So I think we have an ally. I think we have a good ally. And I think we're not that far away from common sense officiating.
I do love that Jim he just speaks his mind. You know, as that owner, I mean, driving a four-wheeler into the abyss is just, I mean, he's doing the billionaire thing the right way. But look.
Which goes in the water. I'm going to head to that lake and drive in it with this before dinner. And then we'll have fresh dinner prepared of fried tofu, snap peas, and special pudding. That's all vegan, so we're very healthy. We're strong. We're athletic here. I bid you so long, and then he just rolls into a lane.
Yeah.
Is that a stunt double at the end?
The man.
No! You think Jim Irsay doing stunt double?
There was a weird cut.
Jim like that.
His hair is awesome, too. Let's not even...
Yeah.
Jim looks good. He's
Yeah,
jacked up.
what color is that?
Well, just a couple months ago, this is
Not
good
on the
news.
spectrum.
Just a couple months ago, he couldn't, he's very active right there. He wasn't as mobile. I think he had a surgery on something a couple months ago. I saw him. He was not moving as much. I think he had a couple, walkers with him. So seeing him do this is a big deal. Congrats to Jim being healthy.
Let's go, Jim.
Getting rehabbed back up, eating vegan. He's out there doing his thing. His hair's coming back.
Snap peas, good pudding.
Fried tofu.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that tastes like.
Special pudding.
Yeah, all right.
Only thing I disagree with is the replaying every call. I don't agree with that. The 2 minutes for sure, important call, and even with the one with the Kenny Pickett, he was short for sure. But every call, I think that would definitely be excessive.
We just need the humans that are doing the checking of the calls to be quick. The XFL had it figured out.
Yes, perfect.
The XFL, there's a lot of things that were fugazi and state fair.
Sure.
They were trying out a lot of stuff. They're doing their thing. Shout out to The Rock. I think they merged with USFL, which had no shot at all.
No.
USFL had no chance after the XFL did its thing, and then it's like, we're on after them. Nobody's watching. So I think The Rock does them a favor, but also they're going to help each other because there's not as many quarterbacks. But the XFL had somebody up in a booth with the Xbox controller, and it was like in real time, speaking what they saw, the reasoning for the call being made, and it was happening quickly. It's like, we can get those people in every stadium. We have to be able to do that in 2023, especially with the money that's available. Why not do that to save your product and make your product the best? I think that's what Jim's probably going to get into.
Yeah, to your point, though, this will just continue to be changed. Like Kenny Pickett, that wasn't in the last 2 minutes of that Rams game. It was right before the 2 minute warning. So when those guidelines kind of get set, it would be interesting, but you got to set the guidelines. Something has to be talked about. And we're saying the Kenny thing, the PI against the Browns that the Colts did lose on, that just can't happen in the game. And let alone gambling and everything, just for both the teams. If the Colts are 4-3 right now, they're looking at the playoffs. And same with the Browns. If they're 3-3, that's a much different story, especially in the AFC North. So things like that just can't happen, especially when there's 30 seconds.
Even if that ball was thrown perfectly, there would be a conversation about how both sides are kind of hand jousting. Let alone the fact that this ends up in the stands. It ends up in the stands. Just gives them it is.
The other one was more egregious.
In the illegal contact whenever a strip sack happens.
That was game over.
3rd and 4, here we go. 3rd and 4, 45 seconds. Oh my God, the Colts win.
Game over.
Yep.
DeForest Buckner, be an athlete. You got it. I am. He's huge. He's athletic. The Colts just got a big-time dub over the Cleveland Browns, and they scored 38 points. Wait a minute. Illegal contact. Let's make it first down. Then they do the pass interference. It's like, hey, I understand the NFL admits that they were wrong on this and everything like that, but the guy that made that call, he's just going to go out there next week, and he just does it, and we don't have to hear from him? Or are we checking his family,
Yeah.
Because it felt like he was like, they're going to score here. Strip sack? No. Legal contact. Incomplete? No. Pass interference. No. Yeah. Another one. I think that guy would have called 14 of them straight if he had to. That's the feeling I get. And it's hard for me not to think that when there's a chance that guy is a middle school teacher, on his side, or some other job on the side. It's like, you don't think somebody could potentially just sit down next to him and be like, hey, Browns 3, it's not really that much. Kind of a weird number, right? We can make that happen, right?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, we'll try our best. Certainly towards the end. How about money line at least? Yeah, you got it. No problem. Browns, they're supposed to
Put
win.
my mortgage on it.
It won't be that big of a deal. And that probably didn't happen, okay? Most of these humans, I assume, very good people. And we can't assume the worst, but it's hard not to take your mind there whenever you see two blatant and obvious things happen and you're potentially losing money on a gamble.
Well, and like you said, too, when there's nothing in place where, if a guy has a game like this, you can't bring up someone from, a practice squad. So, that's great that you're saying after the game, we made the wrong call. We're sorry that happened, but there's no repercussions for it. It doesn't matter. This isn't the end of the season where if something like this happens, the guy isn't going to get a playoff game. It's week 7. This guy is going to be back out there doing the exact same, or having the opportunity to do the exact same thing for the next 10 weeks. So, fans are tired of the hearing immediately after the game when your team got screwed over, we made the wrong call, and hopefully, that doesn't mean shit anymore because there is no repercussion for it.
And they have an AP
Yeah, the reporter's pool or whatever.
They have like that where I guess they answer questions sometimes, but we never see it.
No,
it's never on
ever.
camera.
No.
And there's never anybody that gets to ask, like, how did you get to the NFL? And how is that what you call with those last two things? Officials, though, don't suck in every sport.
No.
Okay, I understand that there's a lot of anger against some officials, and VAR in soccer, I guess, has really made it even worse somehow. And you talk about any other sport that has in hockey, the refs are a part of the action.
They are.
The refs are a part of the game.